Right, welcome to the video, and today it's all about 9 essential reasons why social media is exactly that. It's essential in today's day and age. Now, number 1, it's free. It doesn't cost you a bean, a penny. Like, it's absolutely free to use, which is madness because, years ago, you'd have to pay a fortune to reach people. And I don't think people fully grasp that it is fucking free. Like, it's free to use. But the problem is most people are being used by it rather than using it for you. Like, everyone's on it spending countless hours scrolling. You need to turn that time and convert that time into using the free tool to get you more money in the till, get your business turning over more money. Number 2, it's easy. You can do it from your phone. Like, there's no complication to it. All you've got to do is record, document all your content, all the jobs that you're doing, all the stuff that you're up to day to day anyway. You do not need to be in a position where it's taking you time to perfect it and record stuff and go over it again and again and again. You just need to point and shoot, get your phone out, record what you're doing, why you're doing it, and explain all that type of stuff. Just don't overthink it. Use your free phone in your pocket and off you go. It's easy. Number 3, all your customers are on it somewhere on one platform. Everyone is on social media in some shape or form. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be an 18-year-old kid or a 65-year-old. Everyone's on it. It's a connected world these days. You just got to find where your customers are and get after them. Number 4, you can position yourself as the expert at what you do. So it doesn't matter what trade you do, what your business does, whatever that is, just by clever posting and giving away information and putting out some really good content, you can position yourself as the expert. And look, let me get you into a little secret. 99% of people do not post, which means it's a massive opportunity for you to stand out in your market. Wherever you live, if you're a carpenter in Basingstoke or you're a tiler in Edinburgh, you can position yourself as the man by just having a really good social media presence and just dominating your field. Number 5, it allows you to build a network with people that you probably would have never ever met in your whole life. Like, it is amazing that I've made connections and relationships with people all over the country, which you never would have done before because you just wouldn't be able to bump into those people. It's a connected world, and relationships are today's currency. Like, anything you want out of your life, your business, it's going to be a person that unlocks the next level for you. It's not a hack or a thing. Everything always comes back to the right people. And just being a bit more visible, being a bit more out there, you just don't know what connections you're going to create. That person that could follow you or message you or whatever, they're the things that you don't know and you don't see until you're actually in it, you're doing it, and you're up and running and using it to your advantage. Number 6, believe it or not, your customers want information. Like, people want to Google everyone and everything these days. And if they can't find what they're looking for, it leaves them a bit frustrated. But if your competitor's doing posts and content and they're standing out, they're naturally going to go with them. So you're losing business. Whereas if you're putting out information that's relevant to the customer, because you've got to view it with your customer's eyes, not your eyes. So common questions that customers ask, you will know what that type of stuff is. That's a really good place to start from the content that you put out of asking and answering those questions for your customers, because people, they just want the information. They want to research people, and it's a credibility factor as well. Like, if you're the one that's out there and you've got loads of content, answers all their questions, all their needs, all their concerns, all that type of stuff, you're just going to be positioned way higher than everyone else, and your customer's going to feel a lot easier and safer to go with you as a natural choice. So it's a no-brainer. Then number 7, opportunities that you don't know about. So I'll give you an example. One of my clients, Dan, he regularly posts up about the loft conversions that he does. He regularly tags Velux windows in his posts, and he's done that for a while. And then, believe it or not, Velux have then contacted Dan and said we should do some content together. We should set up a brand agreement or different types of stuff, collaboration, which is just amazing. From Dan's perspective, to be doing actual content with Velux that's a huge win for the customer as well, because they're seeing him as a trusted authority in what he does. And you don't need the biggest following, you don't need tens of thousands, 20 of thousands to attract brands like that. But all of these little bits and opportunities that you just don't know about that could come out of the woodwork, you're only going to know it once you do it and get involved. So you've got to be in it to win it. And then there's another client, Neil. He's been approached by a supplier, same thing. You never ever would have expected it, but they want him to be a firm part of developing all their types of stuff and being a hand in it and being paid by a supplier and a manufacturer to talk about and explain about all the products that they do. It's just different avenues that you can open up. It's just mental what can happen. Then number 8, you've got to take the long view, because this is not going anywhere. Socials is only going to get bigger and bigger. The platforms might move or change around where people actually go, but look at the young people. They're all on their phones, they're adopted to it from a young age. It is always going to be a firm place in society. And look, the thing is, I don't fully agree with it. You know, I use socials to my advantage, but I think it's devastating when you see a table of a family all out for dinner on their phones. But we can't change it. It is what it is now. That is the realities of today's world. Everyone is on socials and they're always going to be in some shape or form. So take the long-term view that you're always going to need to have a presence online to have your business thrive. And not just now, it's the next 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, whatever else you've got left in your working business. Take that long view. And lastly, number 9, construction's a dinosaur, and it is way behind. Like, it is way behind. All the other industries, you know, they've really embraced socials and it's grown brands like rapidly. Construction is a dinosaur, and I think that's a big part of why a lot of the younger people don't feel attracted to the industry as a whole. They don't want to get into it because it's not sexy, it's not visible, it's just not out there and as being leveraged and used on socials. So I think the more of us that get involved into it now, we can help turn that curve and sharpen it, because we all know recruitment is one of the hardest things in this industry. But if you've got a really good brand and you're putting out consistent stuff and people can see you as a face to the brand, people are naturally going to want to work for you, because people buy from people, people want to work with people. So there's an opportunity there that, because the industry is such a dinosaur, the more you get into it now, the more brand you're going to build. It's not just customers, it's staff, it's people coming to work for you, it's suppliers who want to come work for you. The opportunity is there and it's huge, and I think you should take advantage of it and really listen to what I'm saying in this video and start implementing it now and just getting push on with it. If you want more information about how I sort of look at stuff, and specifically Instagram as a whole, there is another video I've done with that. I will link it below this video. And that's it.